Every time her parents drove to school to pick her up, she felt extremely embarrassed, because they not only drove a beat-up third-hand pickup, but always cranked the stereo to max, as if it were a mobile karaoke machine. Her classmates would stare at them strangely. The girl would quickly get in the car and turn the volume down, but her father would turn it back up again. However, he didn't do this to embarrass his daughter. It was because both he and his wife were congenitally deaf. Their hearing wasn't very sensitive, so they could only feel the rhythm of the music through the vibrations of the stereo. Seeing her classmates staring at them, the girl nervously pulled up her collar, wishing she could find a hole to crawl into. But that wasn't the most embarrassing part for her. When her father went to a meeting and wanted to yell at someone, he had Ruby stand up and help him.
Suck my dick.
Not only that, even when her father went to the hospital for a urological condition, Ruby had to follow behind and act as a translator, explaining her father's private and embarrassing symptoms to the doctor. The father flared up as he spoke, his signing growing unbridled with every gesture. Completely disregarding his embarrassed daughter, Ruby quickly interrupted her father, stating that the doctor already understood his condition. The doctor advised her parents to pay attention to personal hygiene and reduce the frequency of intimacy. Ruby's parents and older brother were all deaf and mute, but heaven had blessed her with a unique gift, making her the only able-bodied person in the family. However, the price of this blessing was enormous. The family relied on fishing to make a living. To help her parents go out to sea to fish, Ruby set her alarm clock permanently for 3 a.m., and the reason she went out to sea with them was because only she could use the radio, so their boat can be approved to go out to sea. Fishing cannot be done without her, and even selling the fish must be done by her. Ruby single-handedly supports the entire family, shouldering responsibilities that her peers should not have to bear at such a young age. The morning's ordeal leaves her physically and mentally exhausted, and she has no time to eat breakfast before rushing to school. Though life is tough and bitter, Ruby has never complained, not even about the mockery from her classmates. She has long since grown accustomed to them, but deep down, she feels deeply insecure. Ruby has secretly harbored feelings for a boy named Miles, but has never had the courage to confess them. To gain more opportunities to spend time with Miles, she secretly followed him when selecting elective courses, and enrolled in the choir together with him. At the time, she had no idea that this seemingly trivial decision would completely alter the course of her life.